5 o'clock on day 4. Looks like the start of a better day weather-wise. Let's hope so anyway. Hello, don't be scared. Aren't you? Wits End Cafe. I'm at my wits end because it's not open yet. This is brilliant. This is a sculpture called the Herring Girls by local sculptor Emma Stoddard. It captures an image that you would have seen back in the day. A fishing fleet followed a shoal of herrings along the coast, and the herring girls would follow along by train. They would be there ready and waiting to gut and pack the day's catch. And this sculpture represents the strong, independent women who would work in teams of 3. 2 girls would gut and salt the herrings, and the third would pack the fish into barrels. Really beautiful. If you're lucky enough to enter Whitby, as I did early in the morning, I think you see it at its best. Before the tourists get in, it's still busy with fishermen going about the daily business, and you get to see the superb setting of the town. It's a lovely harbour town, and I think it's probably best viewed from the bridge here. You see the sweeping panorama of the estuary of the Esk as it flows into the sea. The river divides the town with this elegant bridge. It is lovely, and the Cleveland Way goes over the bridge and then up to the famous Abbey. The famous 199 Whitby Abbey steps are one challenge that most visitors to the town can't resist. If you're doing, as I am, the Cleveland Way, then you've got absolutely no choice, because this is the way that the way goes. But they are one of the most famous attractions to Whitby. I think that they were installed in 1340, or possibly even older than that. I think they were originally made of wood and then replaced with these stone steps in the 1770s, I believe. They do get you blowing, even if you've been walking for a few days, but it's worth it when you get to the top. repairs holding up so far. So on arriving at Robin Hood's Bay, I decided to take the cinder track to Ravenscar just for a change. All the times I've done this walk I've not used the cinder track, so I thought I'd give it a go, see what it's like. There's lots of different ways of doing these things, and it's nice to have a bit of a change. I'll bring you back if there's anything interesting to say. The cinder track was previously an uneconomical coastal railway line that followed the route from Scarborough to Whitby. The railway was closed in the mid-60s, I believe. By 1972, most of the track had been removed and it was designated as a track for walking and cycling and horse riding. The name comes from the fact that it's made from crushed cinders rather than stone, and it's very nice underfoot to walk on. I hopped on at Robin Hood's Bay. It's a useful alternative where there's areas of coastal erosion, where the Cleveland Way, the actual Cleveland Way, can at times disappear, and you find yourself rerouted onto diverted parts of it onto the cinder track. I opted to use it this time for a change. Very picturesque. We made it, yeah. It's nice to be in here on such a hot day. The shade is, the shade is very welcome. There's hardly any breeze today either. I will sort of make one observation about this cinder track option. I think it's well worthwhile if you're somebody like me who's never been on it before. It's busy, fairly busy with cyclists anyway, and I was talking back there at the National Trust Cafe tea room thing with a lady that's cycling on an electric bike, and eventually she was caught up by her husband, and it turns out they're from my neck of the woods. So it was nice to have a chat with them, and one day I might meet them in Sherwood Pines because they're regularly going there. They were there last week, so it is possible I'll see them again. But I do think you get to interact with people more on this trail than you do on the actual Cleveland Way. So I've hardly seen anybody that's actually doing the whole walk. I've seen 1 or 2 day walkers. That lady that was walking around the coast of Britain the other day, that was memorable. But on here, I don't know, it seems more chatty somehow. This is obviously the old platform, and this is what was once the station. Now somebody's very desirable house. I do like looking at places I can't afford. That's brilliant. I love the silence of an alcohol stove over a gas stove any day. I won't cook inside with them now. I suppose at a pinch, I could take my inner down partially, halfway. It'd probably be alright then. Get it well out of the way though. Hiya. Right. Well, I'm in my tent, as you can see. I'm fed and watered. I'm at the Scalby Mills Camping and Caravanning Club site, which is about £10 for the night, if you remember, like I am. And the site connects up with a pub next door, so I've had a pizza in there for tea. I think I've just been using my mileage chart. I think I've done about 27 miles today. Got a very early start, which hopefully you'll have seen. I think it was about 4 o'clock, 4:30 or something when I set off. So I don't feel like I've rushed, but it has been a long and tiring day. So I've probably got about probably got about 11 or 12 miles to do to the finish tomorrow. So I booked a train ticket home. Train leaves at 2 o'clock, I think. So I've got no rush. So I'll probably get packed up quite early and head off into Scarborough as it's waking up, and just have a nice final day. Right, see you in the morning.